Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. Well, we've all had some time now to go over last night's game, take a look at some of the stats, some of the information, hopefully put some of our emotions aside. It was a very, very frustrating night as an Edmonton Oilers fan, just no two ways about it. We went through a decade of darkness, like I mentioned in last night's video, and I thought those kind of losses were behind us. I mean, every team gets their butt kicked every now and then, but to lose in that fashion, 9-1 in a game where the Oilers are trying to measure themselves, the Colorado Avalanche trying to measure themselves against us, and the end result is a 9-1 loss, that's just entirely unacceptable. And the Edmonton Oilers were hard at work at practice today, I think just trying to put it behind them. Apparently there were some tough conversations had, as there should be. Captain Connor McDavid said it was a humbling night for everyone in the organization, and they were just trying to right the ship today in practice. I really liked a particular statement from Connor McDavid in his media availability today. I wanted to share it with you guys here if you haven't heard it.
Enough energy, not enough emotion in games, and we got to find a way to bring some of that into the game.
So your group isn't necessarily designed to come by that naturally.
No.
Is it everybody's responsibility to figure out their part in doing that, even if that's not necessarily on their resume as a strength?
You know, we talk about in here everybody trying to bring something, bring something. You know, even if it's not maybe your nature to be the loudest guy, you got to try a little bit. You know, it's not your nature to play a physical game. You got to try a little bit. We all got to have a hand and bring in just a little bit more, emotionally, physically, and just to our game overall as a whole. Everybody has just a little bit more to give, and I'd expect everybody to have a good one tomorrow.
And that's just it. It's got to be everybody in that locker room doing just a little bit more than they're doing right now. For some guys, it's got to be a lot more, but a little bit more would at least get this team on the right track here. Losing 9-1 in the fashion they did, like I said, Connor McDavid right on down. Nobody was good enough last night, and going into tomorrow against the Columbus Blue Jackets, we have to see a rejuvenated team, a brand new team that comes out of the gate on absolute fire. I'd like to see a goal in the opening minute of the hockey game. If there isn't a goal, I want to see a damn good scoring chance that the goaltender made one hell of a save on. This team just needs to come out like gangbusters tomorrow, and they're going to do it with, it looks like, Mattias Janmark. We got this update here from head coach Chris Knobloch. Tony Brower of Oilers TV had this summation for us. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins was not on the ice today, apparently, but it was a confirmed maintenance day, so nothing alarming there. As I mentioned, there's a good chance that Mattias Janmark will play on Monday versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. It was confirmed that Zach Hyman will not play on Monday, and Kasperi Kapanen, who we haven't had an update on in quite a while here, expected around December 1st. So we got Janmark likely tomorrow. Hyman should be within this week. December 1st, it's sounding like, for Kasperi Kapanen. So there is some reinforcements coming for this team to change the dynamic a bit. As I've mentioned, if Mattias Janmark is good to go, there will have to be a move by the Edmonton Oilers tomorrow. So we haven't had anything to this point, but they probably want to make sure that Mattias Janmark is 100% officially good to go tomorrow before they make that move. It's probably going to be somebody like Ike Howard or David Tomashik, who can both be sent to Bakersfield without waivers, so it's going to be an easy transaction for the team to do to create the cap space to implement Mattias Janmark's return there. Obviously, when Zach Hyman returns, a few more moves will be required, but one single move should get the Oilers ready for tomorrow, so we wait and see what happens there. Regarding Zach Hyman, Ryan Rishaug reporting that Zach Hyman was a more active participant at Oilers practice today, shooting a fair amount and taking part in all the drills so far, so that's great to hear. It really does sound like Zach Hyman is very close. To hear that he's fully participating in practice, almost ready to go here, I was really hoping I'm going to be at the game tomorrow against the Columbus Blue Jackets that Zach Hyman was going to make his return, but I guess I'll have to settle for the return of Mattias Janmark. Zach Hyman, I think, will have a big impact on this team, but at the same time, he's been out for a very long time. We don't know 100% how that wrist is going to look, so he may need some time as well. So the Oilers can't necessarily just rely on Zach Hyman, Mattias, Janmark, eventually Kasperi, Kapanen to be their saviors. As Connor McDavid mentioned in that clip I showed, everybody has to give a little bit more to get this team back on the right track, and we'll see if any other supplemental moves come from GM Stan Bowman, but nothing right now to indicate that anything is imminent, but you just never know right now. We know the Oilers have to make moves to get these guys back into the rotation, so maybe a bigger move will happen, but I wouldn't get too excited or worked up about it. It's very hard to make deals right now. Nobody's going to want to do the Edmonton Oilers any favors, so it's probably going to have to be smaller, minor deals for this team to help them get back on track, and ultimately the solution is probably going to have to come from within that room. So that's all I have for now, guys. I'm sure there'll be more to discuss tomorrow. I'll have a little game preview around 1 o'clock tomorrow for you guys, and we'll see what happens. If the Oilers can get back on track tomorrow against the Columbus Blue Jackets, that is an absolute must-win hockey game, and it better be as close to a 60-minute effort as they can get coming off that absolutely horrid 9-1 loss to the Colorado Avalanche. That's all for me for now, guys. Let me know your thoughts, predictions. What do you think happens? Let me know in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.